answer to that is certainly yes. We see that happening in the Bible all the time. The book of Daniel is one of the books in the Bible that's filled with dreams where God is communicating to people. And not only did he communicate through people that were believers through their dreams, sometimes even like evil kings like King Nebuchadnezzar, God is communicating through their dreams. If you take a look worldwide and you ask the question, in Muslim environments where people just have very little opportunity to be able to hear the gospel, what's the most common way that they're coming to faith? The answer is that they're having dreams about Jesus, and oftentimes they'll come up to the closest Christian that they can find and say, I've had these dreams, can you explain to me what that means? And God is still reaching people with dreams today. Now, I think there's a caution that goes with that, in that dreams can come from all different kinds of sources, like, what you did earlier in the day, what you're afraid of, a bad burrito that you ate the night before. Dreams can come from all different places. So I would say be cautious in interpreting dreams as coming from God, particularly if they're dreams that just happen to match what you want to do anyway. I would say that's a reason to be cautious. One of the things you can do in helping to discern God's will, if you have a dream and you're curious about it, is to first of all compare it to the scriptures and say, does this match what God reveals in his word? If it's contrary to God's word, you can say, okay, clearly that's not a dream, that was, God speaking to me about something. Second thing to do would be to take it to the Lord in prayer. One of the things that happens that, Wendell, one of our spiritual formation directors here, talks about oftentimes is, if I have some kind of a prompting or dream or vision or whatever, and I want to know if it comes from God, I wait a while and pray, God, if this really is from you, will you make it bigger? And if it's not from you, will you make it fade off into the background? And the third thing I would talk about is, I would say, bring it to your community. I hope all of you guys have a Christian community full of people that love and trust you and follow Jesus. Bring it to the community and say, hey, I had a dream like this. Do you guys think this is of the Lord? And would you pray with me on that? And see what your community has to say. Because I really believe that God speaks to us not only individually, but he also speaks to us through community. And our community can oftentimes be good guardrails and safety nets for us to be wise and discerning in the way that we're hearing from God.